How to navigate the night sky for beginners. Hi, Night Owl here. Stars were used as directional markers since ancient times. Simply look up in the night sky and see if you can identify any of the known constellations or asterisms. They are groupings of stars, not always prominent, but there will always be some prominent constellations or asterisms in the night sky, at any given time. For beginners, I would suggest that you start off with objects that are visible with the naked eye and binoculars. I would also suggest that you sit back on a lightweight foldable chair, preferably with armrests to support your arms. This will help to stabilize the images in the binocular. Elevate the star chart above your head, and align the star chart according to the stars in the constellations and asterisms. Still unsure? Use cell phone applications, Google Earth, or a compass to determine either north or south. Point the ascension or longitudinal lines in the star charts, in the direction of either of the poles, and your star chart will be aligned with the stars. I do not recommend that you use notebooks or cell phones during observation sessions, as it will influence the conditioning of your eyes to the dark skies. You can generate the star charts for orientation purposes, powered by Heavens Above, from the Sky and Telescope magazine, according to your observation position, and the dates and times of your planned observation sessions. Also download the star charts for the various constellations, including the positions of the best night sky objects, from the International Astronomical Union. Click on the links below to generate and download these star charts. If you want to project the size of a constellation, from a star chart to the night sky, with reference to the celestial grid printed on the star chart, stretch out your fist to arm's length into the sky. The width of your fist represents an angle of approximately 10 degrees. This will give you an idea of the size of the constellation in the sky. The celestial sphere is divided into coordinates, using the same principle as applied on Google Earth, or a GPS, to pinpoint stars and objects in the night sky. Keep in mind that right ascension or longitude are divided into hours. Starting at midnight in the zodiac constellation of Pisces, an increase in an eastward direction to 2400 hours, and the declination or latitude, are divided into degrees, starting at 0 degrees at the ecliptic or equator, and increase to plus 90 degrees at the North Pole, and decrease to minus 90 degrees at the South Pole. Please note, the directional markers, east and west, will make sense when the star chart is elevated above your head. It is always good practice to keep a database and star charts of the various constellations, that you update during or after your observation sessions. This way you will be able to know which objects you have observed, and you will be able to direct your friends quickly to the most beautiful objects in the night sky. The main types of objects to observe are planets, stars, star clouds, meteor showers, star clusters, nebula, and galaxies. The two main criteria to evaluate night sky objects are the apparent magnitude or brightness and the size of the objects. The apparent magnitude is measured in how much light the object radiates or reflects, and the size of an object is measured in minutes. Originally the visual stars were scaled in luminosity from 1 to 6, as displayed at the bottom of the screen. 1 for the brightest, to 6 for the dimmest. As technology progressed, the scale was extended both in the negative for more brighter objects, and the positive for the fainter objects. The size of an object is displayed in minutes. When you extend your hand at arm's length into the sky, the width of your pinky represents an angle of approximately 1 degree, or 60 minutes. Most of the deep sky objects in the night sky are invisible to the naked eye. You can use a process called star hopping to pinpoint the object you wish to observe, by drawing lines between the prominent stars to the intended object. To observe an object with a binocular, simply stare at an object, and without moving your head or eyes, lift the binocular between your eyes and the object. If the object is not within your view, circle the binocular around the center of your view. If not successful, try again. You may have to practice a few times on one of the brighter stars. To align the finder scope and telescope, I propose that you do it in daylight. Focus the telescope on the top of a prominent structure or object at a far-off distance, the further the better. Ensure that the finder scope is firmly connected to the telescope, and adjust the finder scope to the top of the same object. When you point your finder scope at the object in the night sky that you want to observe, the telescope will also be aligned with the same object. Note that all the stars in the night sky, observed with the naked eye, are within the boundaries of the Milky Way galaxy. This, however, is an image of the Andromeda galaxy for illustration purposes. The stars appear to be stationary with reference to each other, as they follow the same general orbit around the center of the galaxy. The zodiac is the belt or band in which the zodiac constellations appear, including the Earth, Moon, and the rest of the planets. The ecliptic or the celestial equator forms the center plane through the zodiac belt or band. It also appears as if the stars move through the night sky, but the illusion is created due to the rotation of the Earth around its own axis. As we face away from the sun during nighttime, we observe that the night sky moves 30 degrees every month, in the direction of a new zodiac constellation. After 12 months, or 12 zodiac constellations, the cycle starts again. Ensuring that we can observe new constellation, including the embedded night sky objects, every month. If you are interested and want to unlock the night sky, please subscribe to my channel, to view existing and get notifications for future videos. Also click on the links below to gain access to my observation lists and star charts, with marked positions of the bigger and brighter objects. Happy hunting, and enjoy the treasures of the night sky.